You cannot mistake this sound for anything else. To allies on the ground, it's the sweetest melody in the world. To enemies, it's the last thing they ever hear. Its official name sounds proud, but the entire world knows it as the Warthog. Ugly, slow, and outdated by 5th-generation standards, yet still absolutely deadly. The Pentagon has tried to retire it dozens of times, but it just keeps returning to the battlefield. Today, we look into why a jet built during the Cold War still sparks so much awe, what the secret to its insane survivability is, and how the A-10C variant turned into a modern digital monster. Strap in, let's get into it. To understand the A-10, you need to know one crucial fact. The engineers at Fairchild Republic didn't build a plane and then mount a weapon on it. They took a massive, 30mm 7-barrel GAU-8 Avenger rotary cannon and built a jet around it. This gun weighs nearly 2 tons along with its ammunition drum. That's the size of a full-size SUV. It is so powerful that its recoil force matches the thrust of one of the jet's engines. If it weren't for thrust compensation, a prolonged burst would literally stall the aircraft mid-air. It fires up to 70 rounds per second. Each shell is the size of a Coca-Cola bottle, and the depleted uranium variants rip through the top armor of Soviet or Russian tanks like a tin can. The A-10 was designed for a single purpose, to shred Soviet armor columns in Western Europe. And while that massive tank war never happened, the Warthog found plenty of other work. The A-10 isn't just a ground attack aircraft. It's a flying tank. Operating at low altitudes means taking fire from everything, from small arms to anti-aircraft missiles. That's why this plane's survivability defies common sense. First off, the pilot sits inside what's called the titanium bathtub, an armored capsule weighing over 1,100 pounds that can take direct hits from 23mm explosive shells. Second, look at the engines. They are high up and all the way in the back. Why? To shield their heat signature from the wings and protect them from heat-seeking missiles. On top of that, if one engine is completely blown off, the jet can fly home on the remaining one. The fuel tanks are self-sealing and filled with a special reticulated foam to prevent explosions when ruptured. And if the electronics and hydraulics fail completely? The pilot has a redundant, purely manual reversion flight control system using steel cables. History has seen A-10s return to base with half a wing missing, one engine dead, and 0 hydraulics. Pilots flew them manually and survived. But brute strength and a massive gun are 1970s tech. In modern warfare, without digital brains, you're just a massive target. That's where the A-10C modification comes in. This upgrade turned an analog brawler into a digital hunter. The cockpit was completely overhauled with multifunction displays and a modern HOTAS system. But the real game-changer was the integration of the SADL, Situational Awareness Data Link. Now, the A-10C sees the battlefield in real time, sharing data with F-16s, F-35s, and Joint Terminal Attack Controllers, JTACs, on the ground. Thanks to advanced targeting pods, the Warthog learned to hunt in pitch-black darkness and thick fog from miles away. It stopped being a one-trick pony. Today, the A-10C is a heavy platform for precision weapons, from JDM GPS-guided bombs to Maverick missiles and laser-guided APKWS rockets. It can take out targets well outside the reach of short-range air defenses. If it's so great, why does the US Air Force constantly try to get rid of it? The answer is simple: warfare has changed. The A-10 performed flawlessly in Iraq and Afghanistan, where the enemy had no serious air defenses. But in a high-end conflict against a near-peer adversary armed with sophisticated SAM systems and stealth fighters, the slow, radar-conspicuous A-10 would be a sitting duck. Military strategists argue that its job is better handled by stealth F-35s or drones. Yet, every time infantry units find themselves pinned down in a hotspot, they don't ask for an F-35. They ask for the Warthog. Because no other jet in the world can loiter over the battlefield for that long, hunt down targets so ruthlessly, and deliver that amount of psychological comfort to friendly troops, and pure terror to the enemy. The A-10C Thunderbolt II belongs to an era that is slowly fading, but it leaves an unforgettable mark on aviation history. It is a symbol that sometimes simplicity, heavy armor, and overwhelming firepower matter more than supersonic speed and stealth tech. What do you think? Is there still a place for the Warthog in modern conflict, or has its time officially run out? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't miss our upcoming military tech reviews. See you in the next one.